Good morning, everyone. It's Friday already, February the 4th, 2022. How did it happen? How did January fly by so fast? And remember, the first Friday in February is always the American Heart Association's day for Wear Red Friday. So I had to remember that and wearing my red, as I hope many of y'all are. I'm going to be as quick as I can today, but there is a lot to talk about. First off, COVID stuff. The N95 mask, the free ones from HRSA, are here. The shipment came in. It was a little bit more than we expected, a little bit over 23,000 of them, so there's plenty of them. There is a limit of three masks per person. We are getting them out to you as fast as we can. Neil and his team are making the rounds, delivering them to sites and also administrative sites. So if you haven't gotten yours and you are needing them right away, be sure and touch base with either Nick Johnson or Neil Anderson. N95s are very, very good personal protective equipment. They are at the highest level that you could need, and we really want folks to be able to use them. Pay attention to how you use them, though. They go over your head, and the straps don't go around your ears like you may be accustomed to with cloth mask or surgical mask. Even they actually go around your head, and that's because it's very important for N95 masks to fit properly. So they're on the way. Get yours. It's important. Also, some new news around vaccination. There has been an emergency use authorization for Pfizer's fourth shot for the immunocompromised to be approved, and we are going to be providing those. So we have immunocompromised staff; they know who they are, and it's time. Get your fourth booster. It's very very important. And by the way, don't forget that $100 is still available to you for your fourth shot. So go right ahead on that. Test kits, those rapid at home test kits. I will be putting in my email the link to the free test kits from HRSA because our supply is diminishing. So go ahead and order your free test kits from HRSA. If you need them, though, we still have a small supply, although our delivery number is decreasing every week. There's a lot of those test kits that are available from other sources too. And let me make a point here of something that I just learned in a call. DHEC has lots of free at home test kits, and DHEC also has available an at home PCR. Now, remember, most of the at home test kits are antigen. But DHEC has an at home PCR. Now, how it has to work is you take the sample and it actually has to be mailed off. But in the example given, it was mailed off one day and the test results actually came in the next day. This is a very good option for people that need to have a PCR test for like school or maybe their work won't accept a rapid antigen at home test. And we are limiting our ability to be able to provide these to folks on demand that aren't our established patients. So remember this DHEC option. It's very available and the result turnaround is very, very quick. And by the way, those test results are actually reported so that there is good tracking for that. Okay, I think that's really and truly just about all I have that's COVID related, other than to remind everyone the pandemic is not over. Now, we may have peaked, and all indications seem to be that indeed in South Carolina, the peak was reached at the fourth week in January. But remember what I said last week. When you come down from a peak, there are just as many cases that start happening also in order to literally come down from the peak. Hopefully, This will be fast, and we'll be able to get to a more stabilized point within our pandemic. We have been approved finally for an additional medication, an IV medication. It's remdesivir for those of you who want to get in the weeds. It is an IV that is different from the monoclonal antibody infusion. It requires an IV 3 days in a row, so that has to be a significant commitment from the patient. It took us quite a while to get actually approved for it. This has been an inpatient approved medication for those with COVID for quite a while, and it's very effective. But it had not been approved for outpatient, and we really had to jump through a lot of hoops in order to get it approved. But we have been approved and are placing orders as we speak. Um, Shifting gears a little bit, most of y'all participated in a staff satisfaction survey that went out earlier. Don Douglas is compiling the results of those, so we're going to learn quite a bit from those, I'm certain, and you'll hear some more developments that'll come as a result of what we've learned from that. But one of the things we began to see right off the bat is your interest in having an employee assistance program, an EAP. And we are moving quite rapidly on this. What that means is that you will have the option to be able to anonymously go to whom we select for that. And right now, McLeod is in the running for this and receive counseling, behavioral health services, and not have to go through a CARE South Carolina behavioral health counselor. We provide those same services to McLeod employees. We are actually the McLeod employee assistance provider. And so we're looking forward to being able to have a reciprocal agreement where McLeod makes this service available to our employees. We are rapidly making progress in this, so stay tuned so that we can tell you exactly how to access that and what is available. I'm really excited about that development. It's going to be a nice service to be able to offer to our employees. In the realm of construction and new building and all of that, I'm very happy to say that the Dillon building is still progressing. The end of April still looks like a very good timeline for our being able to occupy that building. So we're really quite excited about that. And don't forget, that building is also going to be co-occupied by the Department of Health, who will be providing WIC services. That will be a very nice additional service for our patients to have in a one-stop shop setting, so to speak. We ourselves will be providing the Title X services that DHEC has traditionally provided, but you may not realize that Title X, we've been providing it all along. That's family planning services. And we're really excited about being able to do that and offer those in the setting that will lessen the demand on patients to have to go to another location, a true one-stop shop. St. David's, I know, y'all probably think that St. David's is never going to happen. Sometimes I think that way too, but that was a USDA project, and USDA has a lot of hoops also to jump through, but we are doing it, and hopefully we'll be able to start that renovation within the next few months. No promises, like I said, hopefully. Remember last week I talked about a fun thing that I want us to be able to do and have some fun like we used to do in the staff meetings when we had those Jeopardy like quizzes and Randy dressed up in those phenomenal, interesting suits. Well, I'm not going to wear a funny looking suit or anything, but I do want to tell you that we have figured it out. We're going to be having a quiz. I will be asking a question at some point during my weekly video, and you will have the opportunity to put your answer in to that question at an email. All this will be in the email that I'm sending y'all. In other words, you'll say, okay, I know the answer to that question that Anne is asking, and you will send that answer in to this email address, which I'll put when I send this video out. If you want to make a note right now, you can. It's quiz, Q-U-I-Z, at caresouth-carolina.com. We will compile all of the correct answers and then randomly draw 5 names. Those 5 people will receive a $50 Walmart gift card. It is an e-card. It will come in your email. It is the real thing. Yeah, don't be alarmed that this is another scam. We've tested it out. It is an e-card, so you'll have to check your email to see whether or not you were a winner and you got the $50. So 5 people every week. We need your responses by noon Wednesday to that email address, to whatever quiz question I ask during this video, and I haven't asked it yet. And then we will randomly draw the 5 names. Just a reminder of a few things, though. February is Black History Month. Janika Pygott is our Chief Jedi. Justice, inclusion, diversity, and equality, equity work that is being done through the Inclusion Council. I almost couldn't figure out what all those letters stood for. And she reminds us that every week the Inclusion Council is going to send out a PowerPoint. And that PowerPoint is going to highlight our own staff. We have amazing staff that have really contributed to some extraordinary things toward Black history and community needs within their own communities and areas. This should be very, very interesting. CareSouth has a lot to be proud of. I'm going to close first with the quiz question, and this will be a true or false. You will have to answer only true or false. Here is my question, true or false. Will CareSouth Carolina be developing an EAP program with McLeod Health? Just answer true or false. Last, I'm going to close with some remembrance for Kathy Spanhampton, who passed away this week. A very heartbreaking development. Kathy had a long career with us, first beginning when we were over in Society Hill as my administrative assistant. And then as our organization grew, Kathy grew, and she eventually retired as the chief operating officer. Many of us will remember Kathy's great smile. I can hear her right now with her smile and her admonishments to us to make sure that we are serving those who are in highest needs. She was an extraordinary person and has been a very foundational part of who we are at CareSouth. The area has lost a true shining star in meeting the needs of those in the PD. Kathy, we are so sad to hear of your death. All right, folks, that's it for this video. Bye-bye. Don't forget to answer the quiz question.